Over 60? Stop washing your face like this in the morning. It's secretly deepening wrinkles. Stop washing your face every morning, especially if you're over 60. I know that sounds completely wrong. In fact, it probably sounds like the exact opposite of everything you've been told your entire life. Wash your face. Stay clean. Start the day fresh. We've heard it for decades. Maybe your parents taught you that. Maybe a doctor mentioned it years ago. Maybe it simply became one of those habits you stopped questioning. But what if I told you that for many adults over 60, washing your face with cleanser every single morning may actually be making your skin feel drier, more sensitive, tighter, and older without you even realizing it? And the worst part is, most people believe they're helping their skin when they may actually be stripping away the exact protection their body spent all night trying to build. Today, I want to explain why this happens, what your skin is secretly doing while you sleep, and the surprisingly simple change that has helped many older adults finally stop fighting with their skin and start feeling comfortable in it again. But before we go any further, I want to hear from you. How old are you? And what bothers you most about your skin right now? Is it dryness that never seems to improve? Wrinkles that suddenly feel more noticeable? Thin skin? Redness? Sensitivity? Leave a comment below because I genuinely read them, and your experiences help shape the conversations we have here. And if you enjoy honest, science-based healthy aging advice explained in plain English, consider subscribing, because every week we talk about simple habits that may help you feel healthier, stronger, and more confident as you age. Now let me ask you something important. Have you ever washed your face in the morning and immediately felt tightness afterward? Almost like your skin suddenly felt dry before you even finished breakfast? Many adults over 60 describe exactly that feeling, but they ignore it because they assume tightness means clean. Here's the truth. Healthy skin should not feel uncomfortable after cleansing. That feeling of tightness may actually be your skin trying to tell you something. To understand why, we need to talk about what your skin is really doing while you sleep, because most people completely misunderstand this. Your skin is not simply resting overnight. It is working hard. While you sleep, your body quietly shifts into repair mode. Muscles recover. Hormones rebalance. Inflammation calms down. And your skin enters one of the most important periods of restoration in the entire day. During the night, your skin repairs microscopic damage caused by sunlight, pollution, stress, dry air, and normal aging. Tiny skin cells renew themselves. Moisture balance improves. And perhaps most importantly, your skin produces a thin protective layer made of natural oils, lipids, antioxidants, and beneficial microorganisms that rise to the surface while you sleep. Think of it as your skin's overnight shield. Your body spends hours carefully building it. By the time morning arrives, your skin has prepared itself for the day ahead. Now here comes the surprising part. Most adults wake up and wash that protection away within less than 60 seconds. So, foaming cleansers, hot water, scrubs, rough towels. Many people do this every morning believing they're doing something healthy, but after 60, biology changes. What worked beautifully at 35 may quietly work against you at 65. Younger skin recovers quickly. Oil production is stronger. Collagen repair happens faster. The skin barrier bounces back more easily after cleansing. But after 60, skin naturally becomes thinner. Oil production slows down. Moisture escapes more easily. Recovery takes longer, which means something your skin tolerated years ago may now leave it stressed for hours without you realizing it. The difficult part is that this damage rarely happens overnight. It happens quietly, gradually, slowly. One day your skin simply feels a little tighter after cleansing. Then moisturizer doesn't seem to work quite as well anymore. Maybe redness begins appearing around the cheeks or nose. Perhaps your skin suddenly feels fragile or unpredictable. And because all of this unfolds slowly, most people assume it's simply aging. But here's the question I often ask my patients. What if part of what you're calling aging is actually irritation repeated every single morning for years? Imagine this for a moment. Think of your skin barrier like a protective blanket your body carefully places over your face every night. When you are younger, that blanket is thick and easy to replace. But after 60, it becomes thinner, more delicate, and slower to rebuild. So every morning, when cleanser strips it away, your skin begins the day more exposed. Dry air, heating systems, air conditioning, pollution, sunlight, moisture loss, environmental stress. Your skin faces all of it with less protection than before. Day after day, month after month, year after year. I remember a patient I'll call Linda. She was 68, disciplined with skincare, and honestly doing everything she believed was right. Every morning she used a gentle cleanser marketed for mature skin, followed by serums, anti-aging creams, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Every evening she repeated another careful routine. Yet despite all that effort, her skin kept getting drier, tighter, and more sensitive. One day she sat across from me and said something that stayed with me. "I'm spending more money than ever, but my skin feels worse." And honestly, I hear versions of that all the time. People trying harder while their skin feels increasingly uncomfortable. So I asked her a question she had never considered before. What if your skin isn't lacking something? What if it's losing too much? She looked confused at first. Most people do, because modern skincare constantly teaches us to add more. Add hydration. Add anti-aging ingredients. Add stronger treatments. Add more steps. But after 60, the conversation often shifts from adding more to protecting more. So we changed one thing. Just one. No cleanser in the morning. Cool water only. Same moisturizer. Same sunscreen. Same routine otherwise. A few weeks later, she returned and said something simple but powerful. "My skin feels comfortable again. Not perfect. Not younger overnight. Comfortable. Less tight. Less irritated. Less reactive." And honestly, after 60, comfort matters because healthy aging is not about becoming 25 again. It's about helping your body function better where it is right now. And there's another part of this conversation almost nobody talks about: your skin microbiome. You've probably heard of gut bacteria, but your skin also has its own ecosystem of beneficial microorganisms living on its surface. These tiny organisms help regulate inflammation, support healing, maintain moisture balance, and protect against irritation. Think of your skin like a healthy garden. When balance exists, the system naturally protects itself. But repeated disruption makes that balance harder to maintain. And after 60, preserving balance matters even more because aging skin already has fewer resources than before. Less oil, less resilience, slower healing, which means preserving what still works becomes more important than aggressively stripping it away every morning. Here's something else many people don't realize. Your skin naturally becomes drier with age, not because you're doing something wrong, but because biology changes. Oil production slows significantly after 60. That means every bit of natural protection your skin still creates overnight becomes incredibly valuable. Yet many people unknowingly wash that protection away first thing every morning and then spend hundreds of dollars trying to replace it with products later. Think about that for a moment. Your body spent 8 hours creating protection while you slept, only for much of it to disappear before breakfast. And if what I'm saying sounds familiar, tell me in the comments. Have you ever noticed your skin feeling tight after cleansing? Or that moisturizer doesn't seem to work as well as it used to? You are not alone in that experience. Now, let me be very clear about something because this is where many people misunderstand the message. I am not saying never cleanse again. Evening cleansing still matters. During the day, your skin collects sunscreen, sweat, pollution, and environmental debris that should absolutely be removed before bed. Nighttime cleansing prepares the skin for overnight repair. But morning may require a different approach. Less stripping, more protection. Clean at night, protect in the morning. That single shift alone may help your skin feel healthier than another expensive product ever could. So what should a morning routine after 60 actually look like? Surprisingly simple. First, rinse your face gently with cool or lukewarm water. Avoid hot water because hot water strips oils even faster and can worsen dryness. Second, skip aggressive scrubbing. No rough washcloths. No harsh friction. Mature skin responds better to gentleness than force. Third, lightly pat your skin dry, but leave it slightly damp. This matters more than most people realize because moisturizer works best when there is moisture available to trap. Think of moisturizer like sealing hydration into place. Apply it within 30 to 60 seconds after rinsing while the skin is still slightly damp. Fourth, sunscreen remains one of the most important habits at every age. If there is one skincare habit worth keeping forever, it's protecting your skin from unnecessary sun damage. And finally, if you genuinely feel you need cleansing in the morning because of sweat or heavy overnight products, choose something extremely gentle. Often a fragrance-free cream cleanser or micellar water works better than harsh foaming products for mature skin. Because after 60, gentleness becomes one of the most powerful forms of skincare there is. And there is one more mindset shift I want you to understand because this may matter more than anything else we've talked about today. After 60, your skin often does not need more effort. It needs smarter effort. Many people believe the answer must always be more. More cleansing, more exfoliation, more anti-aging treatments, more expensive products. But biology does not always reward doing more. Sometimes the body improves when we stop interrupting what it is already trying to do naturally. I had another patient, Patricia, who was 75 and incredibly proactive about her health. She kept a notebook filled with every skincare product she had tried over the years. Serums for wrinkles, creams for redness, sensitive skin products, overnight treatments. If something promised healthier skin, she had likely tried it. Yet despite all that effort, her skin still felt irritated and tight. What stood out immediately was her morning routine. Hot water, foaming cleanser, washcloth, towel rubbing, followed by multiple layers of products trying to calm irritation that seemed to worsen every year. Instead of recommending another expensive product, I suggested something simpler. Cool water only in the morning, moisturizer on damp skin, sunscreen, evening cleanse only. That was it. A few months later, she smiled and said something I'll never forget. I thought getting older meant my skin had to feel uncomfortable. And honestly, I think many people listening understand exactly what she meant. Somewhere along the way, many adults quietly accept discomfort as normal. Tightness becomes normal. Dryness becomes normal. Sensitivity becomes normal. Fragility becomes normal. But normal does not always mean inevitable. Sometimes it simply means common. And common habits can sometimes create common problems. I know some of you may still be thinking, but I don't feel clean unless I wash my face in the morning. That's understandable. Habits feel familiar. But feeling refreshed and protecting your skin do not have to be opposites. Many adults over 60 find that cool water alone feels refreshing without leaving their skin tight afterward. And if your skin genuinely feels oily or you perspire heavily overnight, there is flexibility here. This is not about rigid rules. It's about paying attention to what your skin is trying to tell you. Mature skin often rewards gentleness, consistency, and protection more than intensity. And there is one small habit many people overlook that may help more than expected. When you apply moisturizer matters almost as much as which moisturizer you choose. Most people wait too long. They rinse, fully dry, walk away, then moisturize later. But surface moisture evaporates quickly. Instead, moisturize while the skin is still slightly damp. The simple but sometimes the smallest habits make the biggest difference. And while we're talking about small habits, let me mention something else many people overlook after 60. Circulation. Blood flow naturally slows as we age. This affects healing, skin brightness, and resilience. One thing many older adults enjoy is a simple 1 to 2 minute facial massage after moisturizing. Nothing aggressive, just gentle upward movements using clean fingertips. Think of it as encouraging circulation, not fighting age. Because healthy aging is rarely built through dramatic changes. It's built through small decisions repeated consistently over time. And honestly, that may be one of the most important things I hope you take away from today. Healthy aging is not about fighting your body. It's about understanding how your body changes and learning how to support it differently. Your skin after 60 is not failing. It is adapting. It is still protecting you, still repairing, still doing remarkable work every single night while you sleep. But it is doing all of that with fewer resources than before. Which means what worked decades ago may no longer be what works best now. I want to leave you with one final story. Patient I'll call Robert came to see me at 74. When we first talked about skincare, he laughed and said, "Doctor, at my age, I think that ship has sailed." Maybe some of you feel that way too. Maybe you've already accepted that skin changes are simply part of aging and there's nothing meaningful left to improve. But aging well isn't about turning back time. It's about helping the years ahead feel better than they otherwise would. Robert agreed to try a few simple changes. Water rinse in the morning. Moisturizer on damp skin. Evening cleanse only. 3 months later, he came back smiling. Before I even asked how things were going, he said, "I didn't realize how uncomfortable my skin felt until it stopped feeling uncomfortable." That sentence stayed with me because discomfort often happens so gradually that we stop noticing it. We adapt. We normalize it. We assume it's simply age. But sometimes it's habits that no longer fit the body we have now. So tomorrow morning, before habit takes over, pause for just a second and ask yourself something simple. Am I cleaning my skin? Or am I washing away something my body spent all night trying to protect me with? That one small question may completely change the way you care for yourself moving forward. And before you go, tell me your age and your biggest skin concern in the comments. Dryness? Wrinkles? Sensitivity? Fragile skin? Your story might help someone else realize they're not alone. And if this conversation helped you think differently about healthy aging, subscribe and join us for more science-based advice designed for real people, not marketing promises. Until next time, take care of yourself, be patient with your body, and remember this. Healthy aging isn't about becoming younger again. It's about finally learning how to support the body that has been taking care of you all along.